Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hi if you're new. This video is a little bit special. It's my first ever voiceover video, which means you're about to hear me ramble while drying strawberries and fighting with scissors, but it's also the beginning of something new for this channel. Initially, I was going to use lined paper, basic and budget friendly, but then this one strawberry I drew turned out way too cute, and I was like, okay, this deserves better. So I switched to cartridge paper. I have decided to finally monetize this space, not with random short videos, but through real long form content that feels like me. So here we are. Today I'm making stickers. You'll see me sketch a few things: strawberries, mugs, those little aesthetic mushrooms Pinterest is obsessed with, right? I'll also accidentally smudge some ink and pretend it's texture. While we're here and you watch me cut, draw, color, and probably overthink everything, let's talk. Let's talk about online earning, especially creative earning is messing with our brains. Like, why is everything we love suddenly expected to become a side hustle? You draw, sell prints, you write, make a course, you breathe creatively, open an Etsy shop and never sleep again. It's like hobbies can't just be hobbies anymore. They have to be monetized, optimized, aesthetikified. I get it, we all want to earn, be independent, grow, but somewhere along the line, a lot of us forgot how to enjoy the process without constantly turning it into a business pitch. And honestly, that takes a toll. The algorithm doesn't care about your burnout. YouTube won't pat you on the back for trying. Instagram has the emotional support of a brick. Let me tell you a bit about my Daraz journey. I used to run a small shop, real packaging, real shipping, real people complaining about delayed deliveries like I'm Amazon Prime. I learned a lot. It gave me confidence. I felt seen for the first time, like, hey, people like what I make. That was huge, but it also drained me. I was burning out trying to make every order perfect. It stopped being creative. It became mechanical, and slowly I started dreading the thing I once loved. I took a break from YouTube and even shut down my store because it was messing with my mental health, and that was the most precious thing for me. And I know I'm not the only one. If you're an artist or content creator or someone just trying to make it online, you have probably felt that mix of pride and pressure too. You want to be successful, but you also want to enjoy the freaking process without breaking down every 2 weeks. That's why this video is different for me. It's my way of slowing down without stopping, of creating without pressuring myself, of monetizing but on my terms. I want to talk more not just about art, but about life behind the art. I want this channel to be a space where we can make things, talk about the creative grind, mental health, imposter syndrome, burnout, all of it. Because honestly, that stuff matters more than aesthetic reels with lo-fi music and fake productivity. And if no one said this today, you don't have to be consistent. If it's killing your creativity, you don't have to post daily to be serious about your craft. You don't have to feel guilty for not wanting to monetize everything. Also, not everything has to go on Pinterest. It's okay if your art desk looks like a crime scene. Mine does too. I mean, if I have to be true, when was the last time you did something just because you enjoyed it, not because you had to sell it, post it, or prove something? Because in my Daraz experience, I started noticing that even though I was doing something creative, it didn't feel creative anymore. I was just fulfilling orders. I was not playing or experimenting or enjoying the process like I used to. And I think a lot of people feel this but don't say it out loud. We're all trying to make it, but at what cost? Which is one of the reasons I'm back here doing this YouTube, stickers, voiceovers, art, not to become famous overnight. Although if this video blows up, I won't complain. But to rediscover what I love at my pace, I want to build a space where I can talk honestly. Not everything has to be aesthetic, pastel, filtered, perfection. And I'm sure, like every online creator, especially small ones, are constantly in this mental battle between, I love this, and is this even worth it? And also, why is the algorithm mad at me again? And I don't know about you, but ever since online work became the thing, it feels like we're always on. Always refreshing, posting, replying, updating, overthinking every like and comment. And somewhere all that hustle, we forgot to rest. So if you're here watching this maybe while working or scrolling through chaos, I hope this video feels like a small breather. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need a niche to figure out. You don't have to go viral on your third video. Sometimes it's enough to just show up, make something and talk about it. And even if it's just a weird little mushroom sticker with motivational quotes on it. And just a side note, if I randomly forget a word or say something weird, just know my brain is translating it in 5 languages before it lands. All of this, it messes with your brain a little, makes you feel like maybe you're not good enough or maybe you should give up. And honestly, I think that feeling's way too common now. Everyone's kinda just tired, like mentally exhausted, but still pretending to be fine because bills exist. You wake up and it's like, okay, let's chase money again and call it motivation. But half the time you're not chasing a dream, you're just trying to survive without crying in front of your printer. You know, sometimes I feel like chasing dreams has turned into this weird bait for monetization. Like the second you say you love doing something, the internet goes like, great, you make it a business, sell it, scale it, build a brand. And I'm just here like, can I not just draw my little strawberries in peace? Don't get me wrong, I do want to make a living doing what I love. But it's exhausting when everything you enjoy suddenly has to perform or convert or monetize. Can a hobby just be a hobby without needing a LinkedIn strategy? Like, bro, I started doing this because it brought me peace, not so I could stress over analytics at 3 a.m. At this rate, even naps will be part of a productivity funnel soon. I feel like we've started believing that if you're not earning from it, it's not valid. And that's just not true. Sometimes you do things just because they make you feel like you again. And honestly, that does matter. So if you have been feeling burned out or stuck, just know it's okay. You're not lazy, you're not failing, you're just human. And life isn't a race, it's more like a very chaotic Pinterest board full of random ideas, mistakes, soft resets, and mood swings. Chase your dreams, but don't let the chase ruin the reason you started. And I know I might sound a little philosophical at this point, and it's not a motivational video, it's just that I'm voicing out all the relatable feelings that people are dealing with. Sometimes saying that out loud can really unload a lot of your stress. I don't want to give up. I like doing this. I love creating things and I can turn that into something people enjoy and maybe earn from it too. Then why not try again? This video is not a tutorial. Most people already know how to make printables. Just design, print, cut, and hope your printer doesn't betray you in the final step. But yeah, I just wanted to make something soft and pretty today, something cozy. And if you don't know, fake it till you make it. That's also how I survived math classes, driving lessons, and literally every social event ever, which honestly applies to half of adult life. Bills, fake it. Taxes, definitely fake it. Socializing, pretend you're an NPC with dialogue options. Let's sit with this for a minute. Mental health is not a trend. It's not just about bubble baths, journaling with cute pens, or listening to lofi beats while ignoring your emotional damage. It's real, it is heavy, and it shows up quietly in that creative block that doesn't go away. In the guilt you feel for not posting, in the way you scroll past everyone's perfect success stories and suddenly start questioning your entire life. I've had days where I just stared at my drawing sheets like it betrayed me. Where I wanted to draw, I really did, but everything felt pointless. Like, what's the point of creating something if no one cares, no one sees it, or worse, if it doesn't sell? That's the pressure we're under now, not just to create, but to constantly perform. To be consistent, to be relevant, to be liked, even if you're burning out silently behind the scenes. Some days I'd post something I worked hard on and it would flop, and suddenly I was not just sad, I was questioning my worth. All because the algorithm decided I was not shiny enough that day. It's not easy to let numbers define our value, and it's so hard to admit out loud when we're not okay. And if you've noticed, there's this weird guilt that comes with taking a break, especially in creative work. Like if you're not hustling, someone else is. If you're not resting, you must be lazy. And that mindset, it's dangerous. Because you start treating rest like a reward, not a necessity. But let me remind you, rest is productive, silence is healing, and your brain, your creativity, your energy, they're not factories. You're allowed to pause. So hey, if you're watching this and you're tired, I see you. I really see you because I've been through it. If you have been comparing yourself to other creators and feeling behind, trust me, I've also been there. If you've been juggling school, work, art, content, relationships, anxiety, all while trying to act fine, you're doing so much more than you give yourself credit for. If I look back on my life for the past 2 years, I literally do deserve an Oscar for what I've been through and how I've handled it. And it's okay to stop, to slow down, to breathe. You don't need to earn your rest. And you don't need to apologize for not being okay. You don't even need to be inspiring right now. There is no need for it. Who are you inspiring and for what? If you need a loyal, good, soft-spoken audience, you will eventually get it because there do exist people like that, and you don't need validation from anyone. Heal, create when it feels good, even if it's a little messy and chaotic, like my sticker cutting skills, as you see in this video. Someday, maybe you will reach your goal. Maybe your art will go viral. Maybe your shop will take off. Maybe your YouTube channel will start paying your bills. Maybe the thing you're building can quiet the late nights, the quiet hustles, the lonely attempts, maybe all of that will finally pay off. But you know what? Even if it doesn't, even if you don't end up where you thought you would, you won't regret this. Not a single sentence, not a single second of this journey will go to waste because you showed up for your dreams. You chose to try when you could have given up. You created something in a world that constantly tells you to consume, scroll, compare, and that already sets you apart. Success isn't always numbers. Sometimes it is peace. Sometimes it is finding your own rhythm. Sometimes it is the joy of seeing a little strawberry doodle come to life as a sticker and thinking I made this with my hands from my brain. As for the earning part, listen, we'll figure it out. We always do. Maybe today was not the big break. Maybe you're still waiting for your first sale, your first client, your first monetized video. But you're also learning, growing, stacking little wins quietly. And one day that quiet work will speak louder than you ever imagined. So thank you for tagging along with me in this little journey, for being part of the small but real corner of the internet, for just being here. I hope this video felt like sitting with a friend, a bit chaotic, a bit rambly, but full of heart. If it did, your support, even a tiny like, comment, or subscribe means more than you know. Take care of yourself, keep making art, and remember, even if it's slow, you're still moving forward. See you in the next one.